If you've ever dealt with a dead battery on a tractor, a truck, or an SUV, you absolutely know that sinking feeling of just trying to get things moving again. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving deep into the Schumacher FR01235 Battery Charger. We're going to see if it actually lives up to its heavy-duty promises, taking a really close look at this specific farm and ranch model to find out if it's the ultimate solution for your garage.
Is this the last battery charger you'll ever need? Well, that question actually comes directly from a real customer review by a user named David Elliott, and it perfectly sets the stakes for us today. We're all looking for a reliable, hardworking charger for the shop or the farm, so let's see if this one fits the bill.
Section 1. Meet the Schumacher Charger, solving the dead battery dilemma. Section 2. Power and core features. Now, Schumacher's lineup is massive. It ranges from a basic 50-amp model all the way up to these massive, heavy-duty 250-amp commercial units. But the FR01235, it sits right in that sweet spot. It delivers a solid 100-amp engine start and a 30-amp boost. It's designed to pack way more punch than your basic car trickle charger, but without the bulky overkill of those 200 or 250-amp commercial beasts.
Okay, so the name of the game here is versatility and safety. We've got that 100-amp jump start and 30-amp quick boost, which is exactly what you want for those larger batteries in SUVs, trucks, and farm equipment. It's also got auto voltage detection, meaning it seamlessly switches between 6-volt and 12-volt systems automatically. Plus, there's a built-in tester for both your battery and alternator, kind of helping you diagnose electrical gremlins before you get totally stranded. And honestly, I love this next one. Reverse hookup protection with an LED warning. Basically, if you accidentally put the red clamp on the black terminal, and hey, we've all been there, the charger just flat out refuses to operate. It completely saves you from a nasty shock or frying your system. Finally, it utilizes multi-stage charging and a float mode, meaning you can leave it plugged in all winter long without stressing about overcharging the battery.
Speaking of overcharging, let's talk about the brain behind that multi-stage charging. It's called microprocessor-controlled auto amp adjust. So what does that technical jargon actually mean for you when you're freezing out there in the garage? Essentially, it means this charger has a set-it-and-forget-it brain. It automatically alters the amperage rate to safely charge and maintain your battery's optimum life. You hook it up, let the computer do the math, and just walk away.
Section 3. Pricing and protection.
Getting down to brass tacks, it comes in at just under $150. That's actually sitting at a 15% discount off the list price right now. And of course, if you're a Prime member, that hefty piece of hardware ships fast and entirely free. But, with electronics, there's always the total cost of peace of mind to consider. You can add an optional Azurion protection plan, a 2-year plan for $16.99, or you can bump that up to a 3-year plan for $23.99. Looking at the fine print, these boast absolutely no additional costs for repairs, so parts, labor, and shipping are all covered. They handle malfunctions after the manufacturer's warranty ends and give you 24/7 expert support. Or, alternatively, for $16.99 a month, there's a Complete Protect plan that covers all eligible Amazon purchases. Depending on how hard you plan to run this thing out on the farm, these options are definitely something to weigh, especially since they cover power surges literally from day one.
Section 4. Customer Reviews Breakdown.
It's time for the stress test. Right out of the gate, the overall consensus is a 4.3 out of 5 stars. That's a very solid score, coming from a good pool of 201 global ratings. It shows a generally positive reception, for sure. But that 0.7 gap definitely leaves some room for critical feedback.
Let's break that number down a bit. The vast majority of users are extremely happy. 67% gave it a perfect 5-star rating, with another 16% right behind them at 4 stars. So we're looking at over 80% of buyers being highly satisfied. However, we've got to look at that 10% of users who had a 1-star experience. So what exactly is driving this divide? Let's hear directly from the folks using it.
Here is a glowing 5-star quote from David Elliott, the reviewer we actually mentioned at the start of the explainer. He writes, "This is a really good charger/jump starter. Heavy duty, truly farm duty. So I know this might be the last battery charger I have to buy." That perfectly captures the praise for the FR01235. Users absolutely love its rugged build and really feel it offers exceptional long-term value for demanding tasks.
But we have to flip the coin to get the full picture. Contrast David's experience with this 1-star horror story from an anonymous customer. They wrote, "Within seconds, the battery started sizzling. The volts showed 13.8 on the charger. When I connected a voltmeter, it showed 15.3 volts. Yikes. That is a highly concerning report regarding the smart microprocessor's voltage control. And it actually echoes other one-star reviews that mention units arriving broken or simply failing after just a few months of use.
When we pull back and look at all the review data together, a really clear picture emerges. On the praises side, customers love the fast charging speed, the excellent value for the money, and those foolproof reverse hookup safety features that keep everything secure. On the complaint side, there are very real concerns about questionable long-term durability. We're talking multiple reports of units quitting entirely after just 3 months, and issues with parts literally falling off or cords breaking. It almost seems to be a tale of two chargers, a brilliant heavy-duty tool when it works perfectly, but a bit of a gamble on the quality control side of things.
Which brings us to our final thought. Do the heavy-duty specs and smart features outweigh the mixed durability reviews for your garage? The Schumacher FR01235 brings a ton of power, farm-ready capabilities, and smart safety tech to the table at a very competitive price point. But you really have to weigh that against the 10% of users reporting those durability issues. Is it the last charger you'll ever buy, or is it a roll of the dice? Well, that is for you to decide based on the data we've broken down today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.